Hi, welcome to the first episode of Finding 20 of our new series. We've revived Girl Talk and we're turning it into this new segment. This episode is about finding love in your 20s. Quick intro segment before we get into it, but a few credentials. Obviously, for those who don't know, this is my channel with me and my sister Isabella. Insert picture here. She is 24. We do the channel together. I'm Francesca. Obviously, I'm 20 years old. Our credentials are we're both in our 20s. Obviously slightly different points. We both live in cities on our own. Everyone's finding themselves in their 20s. We might be at different points. We might be experiencing different issues. I like to think I give half decent advice, and yeah, I just think it's kind of a little podcast. Put it on while you're tidying your room or reading a book, just for some background noise, or if you want to help me get you through your existential crisis. So I've broken down this episode into 5 main points that I want to make. Point number 1 is what I'm calling security in your singleness. This is something that's definitely coming from my heart. Security in your singleness is about how I genuinely advise everyone to be single at some point. It's recognizing that being single isn't the end of the world and it can be good for you in our adult lives. At some point, Valentine's Day rolls around and it can make some of us single girlies or guys insecure. I will hold my hands up and say sometimes it be doing that for me. Often it doesn't. I would say that this year it has, but I really thought about this, and that is about being secure in being alone and choosing it, okay? And I think that's something that is really nice about being single, is spending time making sure you're prioritizing you and not just looking potentially for the next relationship. So that's an interesting one to think about. So yeah, if you are single and you're in your 20s and you're feeling a bit insecure, I think that it's important to remember it happens to us all at some point. It can be a really great time to learn things about yourself. It can be an amazing time to grow as a person and just to become a better partner for your potential future partners. Point number 2 leads very well into that. It is about self-love. So I think that when we're talking about love a lot, the self-love is like quite cringy and like seen as weird, but I think a lot of my friends know, like, I'll hold my hands up and say, look, I don't care if I'm being cringy, I don't care if I'm being corny, like, we need to at least like ourselves, love ourselves, respect ourselves. Otherwise, who the fuck is gonna do that for us? I don't know. But this is something that I've really been working on, about having like a healthy relationship with myself. So that can be in any way that you want to take it. Like, it can be mentally, it can be physically, it can be to do with your like self-image and especially like body image. So some things that I would maybe recommend if you feel like you need to improve on your relationship with yourself. Something that's been really helping me is journaling, because it allows me to get out a lot of my thoughts so that they're not just up in my head confusing me. And it's just something that I do that is just completely for me. Like, no one else reads it, no one else knows what's going on in there. That is just for me, and that's something that's really special as well, because I'm like quite an open book, like, as we can see, especially with my friends, especially with people that I love. And it's quite nice to have those thoughts that are genuinely just for me and for myself to process. Another thing that has been helping me is I started doing yoga recently, which you don't have to necessarily do yoga, but I do think that, hello? Oh my God, special guest! Sorry, just had to converse for a second. Yeah, so I just think moving your body, being active, it doesn't necessarily have to be for like exercises and to lose weight or to do anything like that. It's genuine, like when I'm doing yoga, it's just because I enjoy stretching and like building up my flexibility the breathing, like it's very relaxing. So just find something that you like. Again, it's just a time in the day that you're just spending with yourself and building up that healthier relationship with yourself rather than just concealing it under being social. Okay, point number 3, I want to talk about platonic love. This is something that is so important to me, and I think hopefully is important to other people, but it's not spoken about as much as like romantic love, especially in your 20s. Like there's a lot of pressure on like finding your person, finding your partner, finding da 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 da. But what about the friends? Like, because I really feel like your friends are who get you through your 20s and who get you through your adult life, and that's kind of your found family that you gonna need, so we need to invest in them and put effort into them. So for me, obviously, I really value both my friends and my family, but if we're looking at it from a friendship standpoint, yeah, consider who you have around you. Consider, are you nurturing the right people? Are you nurturing any of your people? Like being really invested in them. Like look at your friendships as you would look at a relationship. Like, are you being the best version of yourself? Are you a healthy communicator? Like all this different stuff. Friendship groups can be hard. Not everyone's as lucky enough to have a friendship group. Some people just have single friends. In both of those scenarios, you still need to put that effort in, you still need to put the work in. Long distance friendships, they're really hard. Like I find them extremely hard to maintain. So I want to make sure that when I do move into the next phase of my life, I have those same friends with me if I want them to be with me. And that's another thing. Look at the people around you. Think, are these the people that I want to be surrounding myself with? Because I think that says a lot about who you are, is who you surround yourself with. And I also think it's really nice because platonic love is what's going to be there whether you're in a relationship or not. Like whether your boyfriend or girlfriend it has left you or not, your friends should be with you before, during and after. Being grateful for those friendships and being present is definitely important. Yeah, I honestly love my girls like as well. Like I get so much fulfillment from friendships and from spending time with my family, like my mom, my sister, like that I do genuinely urge everyone to reevaluate how they look at platonic love, because again, there's always more room for love in your life, whether it is romantic or platonic. Bars. Point number 4 is what I'm calling comparison to other couples. So I think this definitely applies to both single people and people in a relationship. When you're in your 20s, comparison is genuinely the thief of joy. We know this. We're going to talk about it, ladies. Don't even worry. But I'm just going to dip my toe into talking about comparison, especially within a context to comparing yourself to other people's love lives. So everyone is on a completely different clock. Like I could sit here and list about 10 different scenarios of people I know that are in different boats, like that are in relationships, that are single, that are dating, that are getting back with their ex, that are like figuring out their sexuality, like all these different things. People that are interested in monogamy, people that are interested in being single, like people that aren't even thinking about love, like all these different things. And I think that shows that we cannot compare ourselves to other people because they could have a completely different set of goals to us. But I want to also recognise that it's something we do, myself included. I think it's important not to fall into the trap of the grass is greener. And I think it's very helpful, like at least for me, to kind of shut off what everyone else is doing, and kind of focus on what I want to do. Learning to be happy for someone without being jealous, or even just comparing yourself and wondering why you're not in that same boat, is something that is going to be a journey for everyone probably to figure out. So yeah, my advice, don't compare yourself, focus on yourself and your relationship, because we never know what's going on behind closed doors. And point number 5, so my final point, is something I'm calling the one. So this is about, if anyone else out there, which I know there is kind of striving to find that one person that is perfect for them. The concept of the one is so interesting because not everyone believes, obviously, that there is just one person for us. I also think being on this end of the spectrum in terms of if your 20s are like this, I've literally just entered them. Like, I've got a whole decade in front of me. My point is, I think it's important to enjoy the now and enjoy finding what you want and what you need, either through yourself or through other people, like trying new relationships, dating new people, learning your boundaries, learning your goals, learning your preferences, rather than getting fixed on the idea of finding this perfect person. This is something that I struggle with a lot because, again, comparison and holding people to unrealistic standards. Tropes like the one have just been recycled within the media, like books and movies, and we kind of grow up expecting there to be like this Prince Charming like person that is just completely right for you. And I think I'm kind of opening my eyes to the fact that we are just all humans. We do have flaws. People aren't going to always make the right decisions or say the right things, but it's about being a healthy communicator. And I think that if it's what's right for you and it's what you want, I think you will put the work in and you will strive to be a better person, whether that is for your friends, for your family, for your loved one, for yourself. I want to wrap this episode up talking about Valentine's Day and this upcoming event. So starting with our couples smitten in love, enjoy it. Yeah, be happy. Do your thing. Think about some of the things that I've just said. Even if you are in a couple, make sure you're still prioritizing yourself. Make sure you're still prioritizing your individuality. It's important. It makes you a better relationship. It makes you a better partner. For the single girlies, Valentine's Day, let's not stress. It's a commercial holiday. Let's be honest, it's so that we can sell more cards, flowers and chocolates, which is lovely. We all want flowers and chocolates. We do, including me. But, like, Galentine's exists. Or, if you're not into that, it's just a regular day. Me and my girlies are going to do something cute. Like, spend the day together. Last year, I held a Galentine's dinner party. I made pizza in the shape of a heart. We did like a pink and red sweet salad, like lean into it. So whether you're in a relationship and you want to buy someone red roses, whether you're with your friends and you want to watch Twilight and pick Team Edward or Team Jacob, lean into it. Hopefully this was interesting. Like, I kind of don't want to like give definitive advice because this episode is not like agony aunt, there is no scenarios. Like, that is something that I would look into though. Like, I want to look into like you guys sending in questions or like scenarios and like us giving advice. Obviously I'm filming on my own at the moment. It's just because it's easier for me and Bella's schedules right now, but we're looking into having both of us present in each episode, and we're going to be alternating who leads the episodes as well. Happy Valentine's Day. See you in the next one. Bye.